Hi guys and girls, and welcome. Yes, it's Thursday. But that being said, guys and girls, it's been Thursday all day, and it's still Thursday. Anyway, what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to show you my new test set. I know I'm a little bit early. I know that. But um, I decided to come on a little bit early. You know me, guys. I'm only 15 minutes early. But hey, it's better than being 15 minutes late. Anyway, what we're going to do, we'll have a bit of a chat for a minute, let a few people get in, and we'll get on with what we're going to do. Right, well, before we get on with what we're going to do, let's tell you about a special treat that's coming up on Saturday, shall we? Yeah? Now, what's coming up on Saturday? Saturday, we're going to do the programme from the shack. We're going to set the camera up in the shack, get a tripod out. We've got a couple of tripods knocking about. We'll get a tripod out and we'll set a camera up in the shack, and we'll do the live stream from the shack. I need to install OBS on the machine in there, configure all that, do all that between now and Saturday. Probably do all that tomorrow, get it all up and working. I've got to install a Wi-Fi card in that machine, which I've got here. Should work just fine. It did when it come out of that machine. So we'll chuck that in it. And you can see my belly because my shirt is supposed to be a 5XL. But my belly doesn't agree. I think it might have shrunk a bit in the wash. But anyway, never mind about that. So, we're just waiting for a few of you to come in and say good evening. Thank you, Richard, if you're watching, for the coffee last night, sir. I think it was last night, yesterday sometime. Thank you very much, sir. And as you can see, my new test set over there flashing away. It's got it. At first I thought it was a problem, because I looked round and I seen it doing that and I thought, oh shit, what's happened to that? And then I went and it's actually what it does, it switches the screen off so it doesn't burn in, so you don't get screen burn. You know, so after so long it switches. It's like a screensaver mode. And it tells you the display is off and to hit any key to bring it back. But what we're going to do, we're going to show you the new test set. New to me test set, new to us test set. We're going to show you that. And I'm going to explain as much as I can about it. I only got it yesterday, but I've had plenty of time. It didn't take much working out. I've had plenty of time to figure out how to drive it. So, you know, I think I've got the idea. And, you know, yeah. We've got the little Midland there on the bench. We'll use that. We'll also use the little realistic as well. The realistic handheld. I'm still waiting for my two realistic handhelds to come in. We've also got for the other channel, guys, on tomorrow night, we've got for the other channel, we've got a disco console. I bought another disco console, it was only cheap. But I bought another disco console. It looks like a Foul Phoenix. It's in the hallway, I've not even looked at it yet. The Mildred went and picked it up for me today. Because I couldn't go out today. Because I had to wait for Chesterfield Charlie. But Charlie didn't turn up because he got snarled on the motorway. So he's coming tomorrow morning, Charlie. So that's fine. And tomorrow night, what we'll do, we'll bring the disco, we'll bring the disco console in, and we'll have a quick look over that. I think that one's going to be fully restored. We're not going to connect it up to any sort of power tomorrow night because we don't know. We don't know. But the decks look a bit thingy. The decks need repainting. That's if I don't change them. Because they're 12 volt motor decks and they've got them horrible BSR speed controllers, which are crap. So we may end up changing the decks. But we don't know yet. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see how crappy they are. We'll see what we can do because I can modify them controllers. Because the only thing that plays up on the controller is the switch, and you can set the switch off and just put a toggle switch on. So that's what we're gonna do with that. Am I sure we're live? We are live, aren't we? Can somebody say hello so we know if anybody's actually about? I mean, to be honest with you though, guys, I don't expect anybody in until 7. But that being said, some people normally pop in early and normally say hello early. We're only 10 to 7 at the moment, so, you know, and I don't want to start the demonstration yet till I know people are in. Hello, Jason. Good evening, sir. Yes, we're going to have a look at, as I say, we're going to have a look at the test set. And hello, David. Yeah, we're gonna have a look at the test set. My head might get in the way because of where the camera is. There's not much I can do about that, I'm afraid, because that test set is humongous. I mean, it's stupidly big, and there's nowhere I could put it on the bench, so I've had to put it there on its own. But that being said, guys, I no longer have to I don't have to unplug any leads and swap from one device to another because that unit does everything. It does the lot, the whole 9 yards. It does everything that you need. It's got everything in there. That's why they were so expensive when they were made. I mean, they were a couple of £1,000 when they were new. That's why they still command top dollar today. Because they were a lot of money when they were new because of what they can do. Hello, SDEX. Yeah, it looks good, that, doesn't it? It's flashing away at the moment because it's in screensaver mode. I didn't know it did that until I left it on. Because I left it on to warm up. I left it on to warm up so that when we come to do our checks, everything's nice and warm. Because you never ever do any tests on a test set cold. Or a frequency counter. You always let them warm up. And when I checked that Midland earlier, I checked it with the test set cold, and it was reading a different frequency to what it was tuned to. Good evening, Andy. Your signal 30 plus radio, really. Right then. I'd expect nothing less, mate. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, and basically, I checked on the Midland, and the Midland was reading slightly higher, but I checked it before I came on, and it's reading at the frequency I set it to. So, you know, and the power is 4 watts. Well, just over 4 watts. I tried it yesterday on the test, and we were getting about 3 watts or thereabouts, just under 4 watts. But once the test set's warmed up, we're getting what we should. Right, well, we can move over there now, can't we? We can go to the other camera now. We've got a few people in. There we go, guys. And I can zoom in and move about as and when I need to. So get me glasses. My head might get in the way. We're not going to make any adjustments to radios. I'll like that tonight. We're not going to mess about with that tonight because we don't need to. Right, so where's me zoomer inner? Well, there's me changer. There's camera 3 if we need it, which we don't, but it's there. I think we're zoomed in all the way on camera 3 at the zoom out. There we are. There we go. See, basically, guys, now let's go to camera 2. There we go. Right. Scraps, do one. There's fuck all about. You always do this every time I start a video. You do this. Oh, get out. Right. So what we'll do, we want to zoom in a bit because the main focus is the test set. Right, and this is as simple as it gets, guys. There we go. Can we all see that? Can we all see that, guys? Can we all see that? I can see the chat just about because we're a bit further away now. So if I hit any key, there we go. Right. So on this particular part, we're in transmit. This is TX, duplex, and RX. And we can change the decibel to volt, and this is all for mainly our receive cyanide and stuff. There's a couple of CCITT, don't know what that does yet. We've got a plethora of sockets down here. That one's for a scope input, external modulation generator, demod generator. This is to do with your what do you call it? It's to do with your cyanide, not your cyanide, your deviation. Deviation, that's to do with your deviation, this stuff. And we can change the settings here. We can go there for press zoom and then press power. There we go. We've all got a nice big power meter that we can look at. You know, and if I key this, see we're at zero there now, guys. And if I key the Midland, there you go, 4.05, 4.03. We're dropping a bit, but you will as it warms up. And if we go to deviation, we can change the range on this. We press range. There, it puts us on there, and it changes the meter. And if I key this, it should go right across. There, and shows 4.1 watts. And that's what it's doing. Now, if we go back, there we go. Now, if I transmit now, if you look in the corner, look at the top here. Look at the top here. It'll tell us what our transmit frequency is. We should be on 27,79125, but we know we're a bit high. We know we're a little bit higher than that. We're on 27,79127, which is where I set this to. And that's not bad. That pretty much concurs, to be honest with you. That concurs with my frequency counter, with my Raycal counter. That concurs with that. So that's in full agreement, really. If we go to receive, no, we'll finish with transmit. Go to demod. There's your demodulation, but there's your demod meter there, which is deviation. So we'll go, hello. Now it seems slightly better being on transmit when you do this. Hello. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4. Deviation's a bit high. That's showing 5 point. about 5.8, 5.9. Yeah, so we need to turn the deviation down in this radio a little bit. But that being said, I've never been able to do deviation before, so now we can. So we come out of there. Now we go to dBr. I think that's just your decimal meter. We'll go to it anyway. So we'll zoom, and then we want dBr, which is that one. And we can go to here if we press auto, press range. There we go. That's where it is. Press auto. I think it likes you to be keyed up when you do that. Right, let's go back to return. So zoom. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, there you go, guys. And if we go on auto, go on range. Hello. And ADBs. That's your decimal meter. And, you know, it's... So, that's... And obviously, you know, this is your AF Gen A, AF Gen B. That's turned off Gen B, we're not using it. And there's your frequency there. Your frequency is displayed at the top there, and it does display the full frequency. I don't know whether you can see it, guys. I'll try to zoom in a bit more so you can see the frequency. There you go. Now for key the mic, 2779127, and it's dead stable. Right, so that's all you want. Let's put the mic down. Let's go back to return. Oh, hang on. Oh no, we don't need to. No, we want receive. Now we go to receive. Right, there's your Synad. Now we turn the volume up on the radio. That's putting the signal in. Now we can change our level. We're at 32 minus 32 dB there. Now if we move this along here, we can hear that down. We can actually hear that down to. We can actually hear that down to 120. Just about. Minus 120 dB. Hang on. There we go. Well, that's turning us up. And as we turn up, our signal meter on our radio goes up. We're coming down. We just come down there like that. Let me zoom out a bit so that you can see what I'm doing with the controls. Out! You've been out now. Go on, you do it every fucking night. Piss off. He does it every night, guys. That'll do. Right, so what we're going to do here, guys, what I was doing there, I was just turning this knob. You can enter everything on the keyboard, but I just found it easier to turn the knob for this sort of job. See, we go there now. And we're turning the machine up, we can see. And if I go to, see, we're starting to increase on the cyanide meter. And that's 20. It goes to 7.0 dB. I think that's minus, yeah. Goes to -7. And we'll probably throw for well over 30s. Let's just go back up. Yeah, it does. Pegs the meter. So we'll set this back at 50, which is where it originally was. We're a bit low there. We'll set that back at 50, which is where it was. Well, we'll set it a bit lower because we want an S9. There we go. So that's at 59, 58 for an S9. Right. Now, we've also got an oscilloscope on here. I'm not sure how this works. I've not got to this bit yet, but we'll press it. Got a mark in the screen there. I think it's behind this cover, but I'm not really sure. Let's press range. Auto. That should detect. I'm not sure how this works. It does work because I got it to do something yesterday. It does work. I just can't remember how you do it. Let's try turning me knob. Right, that's 500 milliseconds. Now we're at microseconds. We'll leave it. What we'll do, we'll press auto again. I did get it to do something yesterday. I can't remember what I did. You don't press enter. That turns it off. Oh, there we are. Now if I turn that down, don't make any difference. But that's press auto. That doesn't auto range, that's actually auto trig. Auto trigger. That switch might need a clean. Yeah, that's only, oh, that's your position for your scope. So let's put it in DC. Let's turn that down. I dare say that's doing your heads in. I've not figured this bit out yet, guys. Well, that moves that up and down. That moves between them two. That moves their AC coupled. Right. So both generators are on. That one's now off. That one's off. So it must be A that it's using. Oh, there we go. Must be A that it's using. But, oh, hang on, we've turned off here now. There we go. Well, I've not quite figured this bit out yet. Right. That's our analyzer. So I've just turned something off. Internal. Turn that down. I've just turned something off. I've just pressed something and turned something off. Analyzer. RF dial. There we go. Now we should be back on. No, we're not. So let's press RF. Put it onto, take it off exit. There you go. Right. Yeah, so we're back there now. So we'll go back to scope. I've not quite got the scope sussed out yet, guys, but I'm working on it. Right, that one there, beam, that tells you where the beam is. Freeze, that freezes it. One shot, whatever that does. Auto trig. Yeah, I think what I might have to do, guys, let me just try something. What I might end up doing, I'm just trying to find something. There we go. Let's get a scope lead. Because I may have to use, at least you can plug. There we go. Now if I tap this, I should feel something. Out! Now see, that's picking me up now. So if I press that, where was it? There you go, auto trigger. Yeah. See, I can't. What I'd have to do is connect a speaker, and it's all in one piece, so I don't fancy taking it apart. But as you can see, guys, when I'm doing that, let's pull this off because that digs into your finger. Right. There you go. There you go, guys. As you can see. So what we'd have to do there, what I need to do there is make a set of leads up that plug into there. Or we could even, when we're inside doing our tests, we could actually clip to the speaker anyway. So that's okay. So what we'll do, yeah, because that's working now. It's, as you can see, guys, it's jumping about when I touch it. So what we can do, we can put that lead under there, and that can stay with it for now. So that's it, guys. It's the Schlumberger, I think it's Schlumberger SI 4031 stable lock communication test set, and it goes from 0.4 megahertz all the way up to 1000 megahertz. So we've got everything covered there, haven't we, guys? Let's see who's in. Hello, hello Ridley. Hello Birmingham. Hello Mark, Bernie, and everybody watching at Birmingham. Boy. Thank you, sir. Something digital stuff in Andy's house. Ooh, digital stuff in Andy. Hello, Martin. Steve's Vintage Electronics Long Stay Workshop. Nice bit of kit. Cheers, Steve. Yes, it's so that's it, guys. You know, and we're back to the transmitter where we started, and everything in one box, guys. There's a button there that says special. I don't know what it does. Should we find out? 277913 megahertz. Oh, there you are. That'll tell you SWR, guys. So if we plugged an aerial into it, so that should tell us this was SWR. And it's 1.001, obviously. So we go to select power. Select power. 3.89 watts. It has dropped a bit, we expect that. Yeah. 3.95. We've dropped a little bit on the wattage. But that's to be expected. That happens because the radio's warm now. So that happens. But 3.9, we're not going to fall out over that, are we? You know? But the frequency's staying dead stable. This up the top here is rock solid. 2779127. Now let's go to the little realistic. And what we'll do, we'll unplug. We're running the realistic on battery, by the way, and it does a little bit less on wattage, because. So what we'll do, we'll get the little realistic, and we'll plug. Where's the adapter? I even bought an aerial adapter, so we can plug these in, so that we've got no worries. And plug that into there. Turn him on. We're on channel 20. If I get the mic. And we are doing 3.89 watts on battery power. That's not bad, guys. Because these are a 4 watt rate. Oh, it's doing 4.15 now. But that being said, it's a fully charged battery. And we made new leads up, so we're doing. Hello. Yeah, so we'll go back to here. Zoom. Power. Auto. I do like this. Look at that. We're just over the 4 watt mark on that. And if we go to low power, that's I know it indicates nearly 4 watts on there, but we are milliwatts down here. That's 34 milliwatts. So yeah, we're a little bit low power on these. I don't think is adjustable. Let's see what the frequency is. I think the frequency on this radio is a bit high. So right, so 2779130. Yeah, it needs the frequency slightly adjusting, because it is slightly off, but not stupidly. That's not bad, that, guys. Yeah, 3.4. It fluctuates, but then again, it's probably because it's that connection there. You know. Oh, hang on, we're on low power. Could even be a dirty low power switch. There we go. But it does fluctuate a little bit, because that's. There we go, 2.39. That's more nearer what it should be. Yeah, what we'll do, guys, we'll unplug that from there, and we'll get a bit of cleaner. We'll spray a bit of cleaner in here, and that'll clean the whole of the socket. There we go, because they're not the brilliant of connectors anyway, them RCAs, are they? Let's have it right. We'll go back to that now. 2.3, that's right, that, guys. So we'll go to zoom, and we'll go power. Yeah, 2.3, that is about right. And we are starting to drop a bit now. Yeah, we are starting to drop a bit now, because we're using now if I turn this down to 12 volts, because this is a 12 volt radio. There you go. And plug our 12 volt lead in for our power. And now we're on now we're on power supply voltage. See, we're a bit higher with 2.8 now. Now if I unplug that, 2.4. So it does go up a little bit. There's your low power, 221 milliwatts. 212 milliwatts. And 289. So we're just under 3 watts. But they're not. I mean, you jiggle that. I mean, you can jiggle that all you want. and you can make it do what you want it to do, but that is the correct reading, just under 3 watts. That's what I've been getting off it all day. That's what I've been getting off it all day. It's only now it's decided to do that. So, you know, these RCA connectors, not the best in the world. But let's go back to return. And there we go, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to unplug the internal mic, the external mic, and I'm going to try it on its own mic. Unplug the power supply. 1, 2. It's working. It's a bit low, but it's, well, 1 point something. It peaks at 2 point something. So, yeah, it's probably alright. But what I need to do is look in the manual, see what the manual says for this radio. And on the external mic, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's about the same. So that's it, guys. That's the test set. That's me new toy, guys. Yeah. Oh, it's a fan inside that I can hear. But yeah, we've got all different things we've got to play with it yet. But yeah. You know, there's even a duplex mode here. Whereas if we turn the volume up, go to press duplex, that comes in receive. And Steve told me not to do this, but I'll show you anyway briefly. And if I key the mic, it'll switch to transmit. But, you know, I was talking to Steve and Steve said I'm best not doing that, so I won't. I just wanted to show you guys. And that there, 2.21. Because obviously we're beginning to, the battery's not as full as it was a minute ago. You can see that by the indicator. It needs longer on the battery. So what I could do is plug that back in. There's a separate charge socket. Plug that in, and that goes further over. That goes further over, and that should give us a bit more now. Yeah, 2.9. So, you know, we're getting more out of it now. I mean, we could get a bit more by turning it up to 13.8 and get the full and get 4 watts. But why burn the radio out to do that? You know, and we are a bit, so we will be setting this up because we are a bit slightly off frequency. We're not going to do it now, but yeah, it's actually quite stable. That's not bad. Anyway, guys, let's come over to you lot and put this on charge. Get a bit of power into it and unplug the test set. There we go. And that's it, guys. That is my new instrument. Now time to sit and have a chat with you guys. Turn this off. There we go. Hey! So, what are we all talking about? Right, let's see. Let's come back to you guys. So that's it, guys. There's a horrible smell around here. It's my dustbin. Yeah, it is, yeah. My bin needs emptying. Yeah, Christine called earlier and I could smell it and I said, have you farted? She said, oh, I bloody haven't. Hello, Rob. Nice to see you. Complimentary. This is awesome, man. Thank you very much, sir. It's very clear, isn't it, guys? It's nice, isn't it? It's very clear. You know, and it's something that we've needed in the shack for a long time. In the workshop, sorry. It's something that we've needed for a long time. And, you know, just that recently good fortune happened to smile on me. I was able to afford it, guys. I'll be honest, I paid £700 for that piece of equipment. But that being said, you wouldn't have got much change out of a couple of grand when it was new. It would have been a very lot of the monies. You'd have paid a lot of the monies for that when it was new. And, the guy wanted £950 and I chopped him down to 700. I thought, well, I'll offer him 700. If he doesn't take it, then I'll just pay what he wants because I wanted it. So, anyway, he accepted the 700. So, it became mine. And it took a while to get here, but it got here. He could have cleaned it like. I mean, it looked like it had congealed sneezes on the display. But we give it a good polish and it's all right. But the guy who I bought that off, guys, the fella I bought that from, he actually repairs these machines. Did I miss the demo? You missed the demo, Harvey. You'll have to go back and watch it again, mate. But there's one good thing about this channel. At least the live videos are always up there. Yeah, you can go back and watch the demo, Harvey. It's still on there. But we've also got, for the other channel, probably tomorrow night, more than likely going to be tomorrow night, we've got a disco console. I think it's a FAL Phoenix. Which is the stereo version of one of them linears, really, because FAL and linear are one of the same thing. They were made in the same factory. The same people who put your linear together are probably the same people that put your FAL together. The only difference was the quality. The linear were a bit more, for the more discerning jock DJ, where the FAL were for the not so more discerning DJ. It's nice to see Steve on the channel. I thought he might come in tonight. I was surprised Graham Microchips hasn't stuck his head round the door. He might yet. But then again, Graham's a very busy man, so I don't expect him to. Well, I don't expect anybody to come in. I was talking over text message. I was talking to Racing Demon's wife, the lovely Brenda. I keep getting a horrible smell up my nose. That bin's got to be done after. There's something in that fucking bin. There must be. Something in that bin. Every now and again I get an horrible niff up my fucking snozzer. I thought it was Christine this afternoon. After she'd farted. But yeah, I was talking. He'd gone to give blood today at the hospital. He's okay as far as I know. I hope so, at least. But that's all we've done tonight, guys. Is a quick demo. I'll tell you what we will do. Should we do a demonstration of a soldering iron? Who wants to see a demonstration of a soldering iron before we go? We've got time to fit a demonstration of a soldering iron in. So let's go back over to here. A demonstration of a soldering iron. Now, guys, as you all know, it's come off the test set. Well, we don't need to. I think we can do this on camera 3. Save moving that camera. We can do this on camera 3, I think. Yeah. Let's move this out of the way. Have you appled or something, Scraps? That smells there still. I've emptied me bin after. It might have the... Yeah, it might be me bin. Fucking stinks, man. Every now and again you get a whiff up your nose. Hello, Julie, honey. Nice to see you with us. It's always a pleasure, love. It's always a pleasure. Always. Absolutely. Right, what we've got here, guys. What we got here, we've got this little Quicko soldering station. It's not much to look at, really. You get a plug at the back to plug a power supply in. 24 volts, DC, 4 amp. That power supply I'm using, you don't get a power supply with it. The one I'm using is the one for me mini lathe, which is variable. It's 24 volts. You don't get any attachments with it apart from the one that comes with it, which is a cutting sort of. See if I can find it, because I bought these extra attachments are £17. But saying that, 24 quid for that with the iron and one tip. Yeah, it was one of them I got with it, so there should be two of them. Yeah, that was the one I got with it because it's been heated up, and they heat up dead quick. So basically, guys, what it is, your heating elements inside. There must be contact here and here. And that, you know, your heating elements actually in there. You know, so you just buy these when you need them. But that being said, you can pay. So that's 24 quid. So call it 25. So it's 25. 17 for that, so that's 30. Call it 40 quid all in there, guys, but we're generous. Call it 40 quid all in, shall we? Right. You can pay that. You know, you can pay that for a solder station with a power supply built in. You know? Anyway, so what we'll do, guys, we've got an old Krakow CB down here. Right, this is spares or repairs. And this will be whether I recommend this or not. This is spares or repairs, so we're not really too concerned. Move all these wires and all this lot. Is that Midland turned off? It is now. Let's turn that power supply off. Oh no, I want that on, don't I? Because I'm charging the... I've lost my fucking can of spray now. There we go. Right. Put that can of spray back there where it belongs. There we go. Right, so what we're going to do, guys, we're going to get the sucker, which needs a new nozzle. And what we're going to do, we're going to see how fast this thing heats up. So we'll pick the iron up, give it a shake, we're on, because I've just seen it flicker. We'll see how long it takes to heat up, shall we? And I've just emptied all the tips out. I've just put the tips in that box, just so I know where they all are. Right, and are we anywhere approaching the heat yet? Yeah, I watched your video earlier, Harvey. There you go, red hot already. We're up to 480. It does have a buzzer on this. And it was doing me head in every now and again. It was going beep beep. I turned the cunt off. Right. So what we'll do, we'll try and take out. Well, the output transformers, the output transistor's already been nicked. So what we'll do, we'll go for. I want to go for something challenging. Something that offers a challenge. one of these coils here will do. There's a crystal there as well. Let's go for the crystal, the 10.25. Should be this fucker here. I'll tell you what, guys, this could be my regular soldering iron. Well, it's melted the solder. I don't think I've got the right one though, because that is there. It's melted the solder. There's no solder on that. Well, there is. I think it's the wrong one. Yeah. It melts the solder really good. Yeah, it is the right one. There you go. We're still hooked on by one wire. I mean, the soldering iron, the solder sucker needs a nozzle because it's wore out. But yeah. So if I get my pliers on that now, pull it out with me. Just get these fucking things on it and just pull the crystal up a little bit. There you go, guys. Well, that ain't your reference crystal. That must be a crystal filter. What's under this tub of tin here? This will be your reference crystal under here. I mean, this is scrap, so we're not really worried. But we're wondering if we're glued down there. Let's try and get the top off. Might be glued down. See, some of these companies, they glued these fuckers on. You couldn't get the twats off. There you go. Yeah, our reference crystals under there, guys, along with our PLL, and they've actually soldered that so that you can't. It's scrap anyway, so it doesn't matter. There's a good few quality components in there. There's your PLL, there's your reference crystal there, your 10.24, and there's where you put it on frequency. Right, so, oh lovely, oh lovely, really. You see what they've done here, guys? Really, really. No tip handle. It is a tip fucking in there. Don't say my fucking iron's burnt out already. It's cooling out. No tip handle. It's saying there's no tip. Yeah. Still hot. Turn that off and back on. Well, it's going up to the temperature it needs to. Yeah. So I wonder if we've got a loose connection somewhere. Wonder if we've got a loose connection, because that's not burnt out. It's definitely working. It's a brand new bloody tip. See, we're just using a CB, a scrapper. It could be anything you're doing, guys, because we're demonstrating the iron. And so far, the what do you call it's knackered. I need to make a new nozzle. My nozzle's knackered, guys. Need to make a new nozzle. I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, we're staying on now. Might be a glitch in it. Might even turn itself off. But yeah. It's working, guys. Can I recommend this? Can I recommend it? I don't know. That should be the lot. Whether it's soldered in down there, I don't fucking know. Yeah, all these are soldered in here. Now this is all ground plane, this, guys. But does it, will it melt them? This is all metal, this. Ooh. We've blocked the eye, blocked the sucker. Yeah, I'll say it melts them. Yeah, we've got to put a new nozzle on there. And that melts them, that's definitely gone. They'll take the iron out, take the sucker apart to get that to do this one. Right, and what we'll do, we'll push that there and push that back through. Push that all the way out, if it will go. There you go. There we are, big lump of solder stuck up it. And since we're in here, I may as well clean the sucker. Because I normally take the top off, but that'll do us. Flick that back up out of the way. Now we can clean the threads. There you go. Put the spring back in. I always stretch the spring a little bit. You get a better suck, I find. I'll let him out in a minute, guys. There we go. Perfect. Now we need a new sucker on it now, new nozzle on it now. See, we'll use the other end. No. It's split. So we'll put a new nozzle on that tomorrow. Yeah. Wrong iron. Right, so what we'd have to do here, guys, is heat that up. Is heat that end, I'll pull out, no problem. But look at that. It actually does. Look at that, it does actually heat and melt all the solder. So yeah, we could have no problem with that. Yeah. But, and all you do, change the end. And you know something, guys, you can actually, you do just change the end, just turn it off. And you can actually do that. Hang on, that's the wrong end. You can actually do that. If you hold that, there you go. You can actually do that with it running. Well, with it hot. There you go. Put that there. Now you wouldn't want to touch that. I know it might not be that hot there. Oh yeah, it is. And just get the pliers on it gently. Just lift it out. And put that into there, where your soldering iron would go. And then if we want a thinner tip, we can just change it. Turn it back on. And that is heating up no problem. Yeah, no sooner we turn that on and get a bit of solder, there's a bit here. There, we're actually up to temperature. Look at that. We're actually up to temperature, guys. And that is great for doing your little niggly jobs like your microchips. You know, your IC chips and stuff like that. And that's, I bet that might even melt that ground plane. I wouldn't expect it to, but you never know. But it does. Look at that. That melts that fucking solder. Look at that. Yeah. And that's, I think, guys, can I recommend it? Can I recommend it, guys? Well, after looking at that, I'd say, well, yeah, I don't see why not. Can I recommend it? Yeah. A starter soldering iron, for somebody who wants a soldering iron. 24 quid. The only thing is you have to buy the whole raft of tips separately. But you get a good selection when you buy these. You get 10 of them. You got like that that one there for heavy duty work. You've got another one there for slightly less heavy duty. A needle one there. We get a very thin needle one that's in it. No pointy one. Another flat one there, that's for cutting. But that'd be for plastic welding. That one there is for pretty much the same as that one, only slightly smaller. And that one is the same as that one there because we got that one with it, so we got that one in the kit. Got a curved one there. And we've got another thick one here. Pointed one here. So yeah. For £17, I think it's worth the money, guys. Am I glad I bought it? Yeah. The only thing is you don't get a power supply. So when you're buying this, make sure that I'll tell you what it's called. Just peel this fucking fucking screen protector shit off. Oh yeah, get it off. Oh yeah. I don't like this shit 'cause it goes all cruddy. Looks better without it. There we go. Anyway, guys, this is the Quicko OLED T12 quick heating solder station, and it heats up quick. Uses 24 volts. Has a switch on the back to switch it off mains, main switch on and off. Has a nice bright OLED screen. See if we can zoom in on that. Get a good look at the screen. I can't find the fucking remote controls. There they are. Let's see if we can zoom in. Give you a good look at the screen. I'll let him out in a minute. Right, and there's the screen, guys. There you go. And I think that's well worth the money, guys, honestly. I think that's well worth 25 quid. Even though you don't get a power supply. You have to factor in a power supply at least 4 amps. So you'd have to get a supply that can do at least 4 amps. That's all she wrote on that. It has a nice little jack plug. If I unplug this now, it should say no connection. Yeah, no tip handle, and that's what it did before. So it must do that when you pull the tip out as well. And that's supposed to go in. Oh, that way up. There we are. We're back in business. And for 25 quid and £17 for the tips. Yeah, I think it's worth every penny, guys. The only thing is you have to, factor in a power supply. But that being said, you can run this off a car battery if you're doing automotive work, and there's tips in there that will do that kind of job. So if you're doing automotive work and you need a soldering iron to chuck in your bag, a 12-volt soldering iron, yeah, I think you could do a lot worse. Let's turn it off now because we're done. And there's a menu system on it where you can choose different parameters on which the iron works. I mean, I've set it up to how I want it, but you can change it. They're not bad. I think it's worth. Just go on eBay, type in Quicko, and it will come up. I think it's worth the money. I think it's worth the money, guys. What I'll do, I'll put the link for it in here. I'll put the link in for it, and you can, decide. But I think it's. I don't recommend everything I buy, but I'm recommending that because I think it's a useful addition to anybody's toolbox. And the last temperature controlled iron I bought, I didn't trust it as far as I could throw it and give it Steve. But I didn't trust it. I weren't happy with it, so. But I can get on with this one. My eBay. Purchase history. Yeah, I need to go to Bog in a minute. I'm going to let him out in a minute, guys. I'm going to call it a day in a minute. Oh well. What time is it? My phone's over there. I'll have a look in a minute. My cartridges are being ordered. I've ordered some new cartridges. But yeah, we're going to be doing. Right, where's the iron? I've gone past it. I must have done. Because there's the tips, and I bought the tips. Oh, hang on. I bought the iron, then I bought the tip. There it is. They've got a few of these. They've got a few. £23.51 they are. They've got a few of them in. So I'll link that, and you'll find the tips for it. And I think for the price, guys, I think for the price, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the message box here. Paste. Send. There we go. Right. I think that's, and I'll also include the one for the link for the tips. I can't include the link for the power supply because I already had that. But you'll find there is something somewhere that will do. Well, let's check the status of my 2 realistic walkie-talkies. They should be here tomorrow, to be honest. I should have those tomorrow because they should be out for delivery tomorrow. Those. I waited long enough. Yeah, out on its way. Yeah, they'll be out for delivery tomorrow then. Which they need to be, because I want them. Now let's go to the tips. I mean, okay, yeah, they're the £17.85 for 10. But that being said, I think the iron's worth it. I think it's worth it, guys. Copy. Yeah, and if I think it's worth it, then I'll buy stuff. You know. Paste. And send. There we go. Yeah, if I think it's worth it, guys, I'll recommend it, and I think that they're worth it. You know, I can't recommend the test set unless you find one available. But if you find one available and you do this sort of thing, then buy it. You know, the cheaper you can get it, the better. But that being said, if you buy one from a reputable person who actually repairs them, you know you're going to be getting a good quality tested test set. So, you know, but yeah, if that was a brand new test set you could just go and buy anywhere, yes, I would recommend it. But it's 8 o'clock. Thanks, Julie, love. Yeah, I'll be going in a minute because I've got a bit of sorting out to do, and I'm doing a bit in the shack. You know, in the actual main shack, in the real shack, where the radios are. I'll be doing a bit in there in a bit. I'll be going in there in a bit, doing a bit in there, bit of sorting out, because I want to have it all set up and ready for Friday. Sorry, for Saturday, because we're going to do Saturday live from the shack. So we're not going to be messing with soldering irons, test meters, disco consoles, CB radio. Well, we're going to be messing with CB radios, but we're going to be using them. You know, we're going to be doing that on Saturday, messing with radios. See what we can do. I can't remember. Was it who told me about the live about the 43-year anniversary of the UK 40 Muppet channels? Was it you, Rob? I can't remember. Somebody mentioned it, and I can't remember what the date is. I'd like to do the live on that day. I think it's Saturday, isn't it? Because CB Radio was made legal on the 2nd of November 1981. It was made legal on the 2nd, I'm sure it was, 1981. So let me see what date it is. So, yeah, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. So, yes, I'll be waking up on Muppets. Yeah, so that times. So yeah, cheers, Rob. I've just checked the dates, and yeah, I thought it was Saturday, because it was legalised in 19. Well, they say legalised. It was given. We were given the 40 offset channels to shut us up. My birthday is the same date as Andy's, the 11th of November. Don't expect a present, Harvey. There'll be nothing forthcoming. I don't do presents because we have a birthday every year. If you had one every 5 years, then I'd probably make the effort. But because it has something that happens every year, I don't. My dog's 18. Scraps is 18 on the 22nd of next month. So he's getting on, and he's there behind us. I know I'm going to let you out in a minute, fella. Don't worry, I'll let you out in a minute. and you can go and defecate or whatever on the grass. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Thank you for joining me, and I'm glad you liked. I'm glad you liked the new test instrument, the new test set. Hopefully, it'll be with us for a long time. It won't go faulty or blow up or, you know. And I'll just wait for Harvey to answer Martin about the washing machine. I think I can answer that for him. He ordered the part for it. He's ordered the part, waiting for it, and yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it there, guys, and join me Saturday on the CB channel, back in the CB Radio Shack, when we will be live in the actual shack, because I'm going to set the computer up in there. I'm going to set everything up, and I've ordered a new keyboard and mouse. I've got that. I've got the Wi-Fi card to do. I might do the Wi-Fi card tomorrow. Pardon me. And we may get another one of these boxes here so we can plug another mic in, rather than relying on the mic on the video camera. But we'll see how it goes. I'll catch you later, guys. And you all stay safe and look after each other and take care of yourselves and yours and all the rest of it. And those who didn't come in, no worries. You all take care as well. If you're watching Mike Racing Demon, you take care as well, my good friend. And I'll catch you all later. Bye for now. Like, share, subscribe, buy me a coffee if you've a mind to. And I'll be back this way tomorrow on Vintage Electronics Repair with what I think is a Fal Phoenix disco console. We're not going to do much with it. We're certainly not going to plug it in. We're going to just look over it and look inside it. And I'll probably put it on top of that one there. We'll try and use the camera. Try and use one of them cameras to zoom in, and we can look at it. We'll do something. We'll sort that all out. Bye for now, guys. Right. Well, how do you turn this bloody thing off? Oh, there it is.